What's your overview of the world? This is a major conference and economy is on everybody's mind.
The world economy,
Are you optimistic?
I think it's not a matter of optimism or pessimism, it's a matter of reality. I think we are living a new civilization with new paradigms. You need to have a new vision. And I think they are not doing the right things. I think that especially the Western world, looking for a policy of benefit for people, has chronic fiscal deficits, and they have done too much political and supposedly social benefits that were unsustainable. When 50 years ago, the age of retirement was 65, the average life was 60 maybe or 55, and now that the life expectancy is 85 or 90, they get down the pensions, and now if you put actuarially these figures, all of them are bankrupt because they have a big debt there. And I think they are doing a bad solution of the problems. They are using only political and fiscal policies that were used in the 20s, in the 30s, that don't work now. And in the past, for the underdeveloped countries, they use very strong fiscal policy. That means that the crisis was paid by the consumers with a decrease in the consumption. And in the developed countries was paid by the savers getting down the interest rates. Now they are affecting both with negative interest and with the restriction in the economic policies, mainly in Europe. I think they are doing many mistakes. And the other thing is that in the old societies, the state were monolithic and were on of everything. They maintain the same rules. I think that what should be done in Europe is to make structural changes that are very clear. I think that should be more easy accepted by the population, that this great social and problem that they have with so high unemployment. When you look that some countries have 50-something% unemployment in the young people without hope, it's crazy. It's the worst news that you can have, that a country has more than 50% of his population.
What do you do about that, though?
I think you should do many things. First of all, you can correct the public finance of a family or a country by increasing your income, your revenues, decreasing your expenses. That is what they are doing. But when you increase the revenues and decrease the expenses, you are making a stronger recession and dangerous recession, because you are taking more money from the people and giving less economic activity to the country. I think they should sell the assets. Why these countries should have highways? They can sell it for a lot of money. Why they have airports or water supply? Many assets that should be sold and managed by private.
You think government should sell its assets to private industry?
That's one point. And the other is that the public investment that they are not doing because they have a big deficit, they should look that the privates can do that investment in public-private partnership or other kind of concession. There are many concessions, let's say, in highways to 20 years. Well, it is private during 20 years. It is built during 20 years. And every day is a asset for the government. In 20 years, it's 100% owned by the government. It's going back to the government, no? I think it's the best formula. And what is not acceptable is to have this high unemployment. That's one point. The other point, I think that people should work and retire older and work less hours since today, as says John. I think the formula in Europe should be maybe to work 3 days, 11 hours, and have 4 days, and retire not at 60 or 65, but at 75. It's our average age, I think, no?
work 3 days a week or 4 days a week.
3 days, 11 hours. And they will open the possibility that other young people or old people work the other 3 days. Now you need to have the machines working 24 hours and people working less. If you look what do the technology and the new society and the civilization since 7,000 years ago, is that technology increase productivity and make people work less. In the past, you need to have slaves and you need to have people working all the time to make it efficient. Now you need people to have time, to have money, to be part of the market, to be part of the economy that will refeed the development and growth of the countries. If you have 4 days today, instead of having all the days free when you are 65, it's better. You have it young, you have more people with activities, the quality of life is better. If you remember, we don't remember, but people used to work 72 hours, then go to 60, and then go to 48. Now they are working 35, I think, because it's 9 to 5 is 40 hours. Less coffee break and lunch, etc., 30 something. So you can work 3 days, 11 hours, and retire at 75.
And more people would work then.
More people will work, because you will open the space for that. And these people that is working 3 days and have 4 days free, they will get involved in more entertainment, more culture, traveling, tourism, and you will create more jobs around also.
That makes sense.
Thank you.